Welcome back to my YouTube video tutorial series, guys. In this video, I'll be showing you how to draw the foundation to a given floor plan. So the first thing to do here is to change to your foundation layer. So I click there, go down to my foundation layer. It's the first thing. In this particular drawing, I'll be using a different method. I will be using multiple lines. And in this case, I have a center line here, which I use to outline the floor plan first. So I'll be using the center of that for my to generate my foundation. Now that I've done that, my next step is to type ML, create multi-line. The next step is to ensure that I'm in 0, justification is 0, or it's uncentered. Next step is to go across the scale. And the scale determines the width or the parallel distance between both lines. In this case, it's foundation footing. And the foundation footing is typically 3 times the width of the wall, or 450 by 200, or minimum 150, typical. So in this case, I want my parallel lines to be 450, right? So here, I'll be changing my scale. I'll be changing this from 150 to 450. 450, enter. Now that I've done that, my next step is to ensure that orthogonal mode is turned on. Once I've done that, I go into the center and I click and drag, left click here, go all the way down. Left click there, left click. Space bar to reactivate. Space bar to reactivate. Enter. Space bar to reactivate. Left click here. Left click there. Space bar to reactivate. Left click here. Left click here. Space bar to reactivate. Left click here. Left click there. Left click there. Left click there. Enter. And there we go. Is the foundation walls, foundation outline being generated. Now, once you have done that, you must ensure that you explode and trim this. All right. So for that, I will be turning off my the outline layer. So I go to this, turn off construction. That is off. In this case, I also want to turn off my wall, right? So all that is left here is the outline for the foundation, right? Now, remember, we must explore this. So I left click up here and I left click down here again. Type X for explode, X for explode, enter. And here we have it. All the lines are trimmed. Now that you have done that, the next step is to trim. TR, enter, enter. Left click here, left click, left click, left click, left click, left click there, left click there as well. Left click and drag. Left click. And just like that, that is done. Now here we have two lines which needs to meet each other at 90 degrees. For this, I'll be using fillet. So I type F for fillet, enter. Ensure that my radius is 0. Yes. Enter to accept that. Enter. Then I left click here. Then I left click there. And just like that, that is done. Right? Now I'm gonna turn on my flow, my wall layer. Well, the walls are done. So no, the next step would be to add dimension to this. And of course, our stiffeners. All right. So for our stiffeners, we want I, L, and T. So I'm gonna change to different layer. In this case, I'm gonna use let's see. Let's use, well, typically we should not be drawing on the 0 layer. So probably I should create a layer for stiffeners. Yeah, new layer, new, call this stiffener, stiffner, stiffener. And let this be, let's use black for now. Then let our stiffener be active, stiffener. What I'll be doing to generate, to create the ice stiffener, I will be making two rectangles and merging them, right? So I type REC for rectangle, enter, left click. I need to change something here. I need to change that line. Stiffener, one continuous line. Okay, great. Bam, 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 bam. So back to rectangle, REC, enter, click. Then I draw my first rectangle, shift at 150, 300, 300. So this is my first one. Space bar to reactivate. I left shift sign. In this case, I want this to be 300, 100, 150, enter. Next, I will be making three copies of this. C or enter. Left click. 1, 2, 3. Escape. The same thing here. Copy. C or enter. Click. 1, 2, 3. Escape. Now, form might be, I'm going to join this, move that, enter. Specify here as the base point. And no, should have been 450. Sorry, please. Should have been 450. REC for rectangle, enter. Click shift 450, comma 150, enter. Left click, move, enter. There we go. Then trim, enter, enter. That is our E. This is our I. Now I need an L. For the L, let me delete it. For the L, I'm gonna simply join one of this together. Move, enter. Choose here as the base point. The enter, enter. Now I'm gonna rotate. I'm gonna mirror this. I need to create 4 of these. All right. So I will be mirroring this. Enter. Select object to be mirrored. Enter. Choose here as the base point. Here. Enter. Right. Now I'm gonna copy this. Enter. Choose here as the base point. Then I'm gonna rotate this. Enter. Undo. Enter. Right. And I'm gonna move this. Enter. Here. Take off this. Drop that there. Enter. So we'll apply. I'm gonna mirror this. I enter. Oh, I'm gonna copy each one of these and drop them in place. Enter. Click here. Deactivate orthogonal mode. Go up to my drawing and match these in place. Where do I have any? I don't have any T there. No, I don't have any. So I'm going for this one. Enter. That's escape. So next one I'm gonna move is this one. Put this one in place. Enter. And just like that, we will go through and add all of them. So here I have some that I made. CO enter here. Yeah, so we'll do the same thing. We will copy these, drop them in place. CO enter. Choose here as a base point. This as well. CO enter. Do it here. Drop that in there. And just like that, we'll go through and add all of them. Once you have done that, we need to add the label as well and or dimension. These should be hatched, by the way. So we go to hatch, create valid hatch, and you click here, click there, click there. Yeah. So just like that, we go through and hatch all of those. I will not be spending time doing all of that because you should get a principle by now. All right. The next thing I want to add these labels. So there's that, selecting them. So this should have been purchased. RO enter. So now we'll be copying all of these into the foundation. So I left click here, left click that, all of them at once. So instead of retyping, I will be copy and pasting all of them into the foundation. Next I type C over copy, C over copy, enter. I choose a command location, which is like here as my base point, and everything will be moved. Escape. So it's basically that. We could also copy the dimensions from here as well. We click this, click that, click those dimensions. So your foundation should be fully labeled as well. So I'll be copying these. CO, we enter. Again, I'm going to choose here as a base point. Match that to the corresponding point there. Escape. And just like that, dimensions have been transferred here. All right. So that's basically it. That's how we draw a foundation plan. Remember, a foundation plan should be fully dimensioned. It should be labeled. There should be a distinction between wall and the foundation and the footing detail. Please note that on a foundation plan, you do not show windows or doors. It's a straight walls, right? Very important to note. So this is basically done with foundation. Of course, you go through and hatch all of these. In the interest of time, I will not be going through all of those, right? So remember, guys, to like, subscribe if you like the work I'm doing.